Alrighty, you lip noodles. We're gonna be trying something brand new today for us, not in history of ever. Nobody is original. Anybody who tells you this is brand new, never been done, is a liar. Humanity, mankind, has been around far too long for us to have never done something at this point, unless it is technology breaking you out of your mind or just a blatant liar. So, what are we doing, you may ask? We're doing a tier list. We're going to go over all these cereal mascots I've collected. Some pretty popular, some not so popular. So, actually, speaking of which, this gentleman, this little guy right here needs to be moved over here, and this guy needs to be moved over here. This guy right here. It seems like a lot of these boys have been moved around. I don't remember moving them in such a way. So, here's how we're going to do it. You could make a tier list that basically just says, hey man, which cereal's the best cereal? Out of your preference, what's your best cereal? No. That's boring. Okay. So, we're going to make a tier list out of each cereal mascot and their ability to be a quality romantic partner. All right. So, this will be interesting. Honestly, don't have much of an idea of where this is going to go. We're just going to let the imagination run wild. Some of these mascots I know a decent amount. Some of them I have seen very, very small amounts of. So we will be judging off of the way they look, what we assume they act like, any knowledge we can retain of how they actually act, and maybe a little sprinkling a little bonus points for tastiness of the cereal. Maybe that's correlated to their sex game. I don't know. We'll find out. We're just trying. Hey, how good's that cereal sex game? Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. They can sex you up real nice. So, anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna take one more sip of my drink here. That's pretty good. All right, so let's get started. First and foremost, we have Frankenberry. Frankenberry, for those of you who do not know, is one of the trio of monster cereals. So, you have Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. I put them in order. I figured let's start off with the trio. Why not? We'll put them in order from what I can only consider as least popular to most popular. I feel like a lot of people know about Count Chocula. Boo Berry is that guy kind of looks familiar. And then Frankenberry is just, who is this flamingo Frankenstein looking MFer? So, Frankenberry, we're mainly going to go, we have not had the cereal, so we're going to mainly have to go off of how he looks. And, how he looks like a nice guy. But he also looks like he cannot hold a conversation. And, excuse me. All right. This man cannot hold a conversation. He also looks like, he may be too busy looking at butterflies than his partner, or listening to his partner. His sex game is probably pretty weak. But I don't know him, I don't know him that well. So I'm trying to debate, is he C tier, is he D tier? I'm going to have to put him in D tier. A little bit of personal preference of mine. I can't deal with stupid people, especially in a romantic sense. If I can't hold a conversation with you, it's just not going to work for me. It's going to be a no for me, dog. So, Frankenberry, sorry, bud, but you're D tier. That's just how it's going to be. We got one down. We have X amount to go. 19 to go. I think we're at 20. I think we have 20 of each. Okay. Now, that was just a quick one, but in my defense, I don't really know Frankenberry. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Maybe he's got a good hobby. Maybe he is a potential C tier, maybe even a B tier. But from my personal assessment, this man is a D tier. And D tier is nothing about like dick game. It's not about that. No. D tier is just to say, you know, you're not doing so hot, but you could definitely be doing, you know. I don't know. Maybe he's packing Schmeat. Maybe he makes it up in the bedroom. I don't know. I'd have to get a I'd have to see his references from his past lovers. All right, so next we have Booberry. Now look at Booberry. This man obviously has some swagger. Look at his fit. You know, he's been watching his weight. He's got a good figure. Dude seems like he could be a little drugged up. Looks like he could be a little stoned. He's got those low hanging eyelids. He's just kind of chilling. Actually, you know who this guy looks like, and this is who I'm going to now reference him from, is American Dad. What's the daughter's name? Haley. Haley's boyfriend. What's his name? Jeff? Is his name Jeff? Haley's boyfriend. That's exactly who this dude looks like. Same energy, same vibe. Exactly off that. So, and you would think, I'm saying like 100%. This dude is just Jeff when he's dead. I think his name's Jeff. And at first glance, and when you watch American Dad, you might be like, all right, so he's probably like C tier, right? But the little info I know from American Dad, haven't seen all the way through and through, but I know that man straight gives his life for Haley to be able to move on and be happy. He is a ghost, but you know what that means is he could possess other people and use their body for sexual relations. Just saying. Mixing it up. Always got something new. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move. He's above C tier for sure. What is Jeff? Listen. Nah. First off, there is no F tier here. Okay. All of these guys have something to contribute. Can't hug Jeff consensually? No. You could totally. You could. But here's the thing. You need somebody who is going to care about you, who is going to put your feelings first. That is something that is key in a romantic partner. Which means, and again, he's got Jeff vibes. Jeff gave his life for Haley to move on. So, but you're right. He also doesn't have a physical body. Even if he possessed a lot of people for relations that way or to hug, it may feel like cheating. So that does knock him down. Jeff is probably A tier. Ghost Jeff is probably B tier. Booberry is F tier. Jeff will be C tier. I was trying to be nice and not give them an F tier because I thought, you know, he's incapable of physical intimacy. Not if you count the fact he can possess people. If anything, that's a plus. Some people, you know, they're like, same old, getting kind of boring. Maybe Jeff, Booberry Jeff over here, goes and possesses a new dude, and it's like, kind of like cheating, but not really. I don't know. Some people are like that. Not me personally, but some people. All I'm saying is, conversation is more important than intimacy. I'm not moving him down. This is where he's staying. All right, now we got Count Chocula. Ooh, Count Chocula. So, first off, look at that. Look, who made you? Who made this man? This boy got a big old nose, a big old chin, some really long teeth. Like those aren't even his fangs. Those are just buck teeth, and they super long. He looks like a goober. He don't look like he's holding down a good job. He looks like he's going to take a job. You know, he took a job at the age of like 20, 23, and he held the exact same position up until his mid-40s, maybe even 50s. Doesn't really look like he's striving for a whole lot. Doesn't look like he only thing he really enjoys, he's just like, man, I live for this cereal. He looks like he's probably got a Wonder Bread wife, a Wonder Bread job, Wonder Bread payment. It's all just basic, vanilla. Nothing exciting, but nothing terrible. But that face, though, I gotta put him in F tier. He don't look like he doing a whole lot, you know? He looks like he's got such NPC energy. He's got more NPC energy than the Booberry over here, or Frankenberry over here. So we're gonna put him down in F tier. You're dang right I put the vampire under the ghost. I put him where he belongs. All right. Next, we have a duo. This is for, like, you know, hey, mom and dad are trying to open up their sexual windows. They're inviting a third. Except in this case, it's two best friends going to find a mutual wifey. So here's the thing. This is a package deal. Can't be separating them now. I'm sorry. You don't get to. It's too late. You're in too deep, my man. You cannot leave this. So this is a what's it? Once the characters have been selected, people will be subject for a review. If you have complaints, feel free to make a list of names at the end and we can go back over them and converse, you know? I'm not saying this is the final draft. I'm just saying this is the rough draft. Probably pretty close to the final draft, though. So, Applejack and Cinnamon. They're a package deal. You know, Cinnamon is super chill. He's vibing. He's all about do your own thing. You know, we'll hang out when we can. We'll spend time together when we can. Apple is very much kind of gun-ho in his ways. He's like, listen, my way or the highway, Jackson. So if it was just Cinnamon, I'd probably put him closer up to A to B tier. If it was just Apple, it'd be C or D tier. So it's probably going to be B or C tier. Now, it is a duo combo, which will reduce your odds a little bit. Not everybody's down for three ways. Some people like that one-on-one, that severe intimacy, you know? But some people are open. Some people like to get spit roasted. Who knows? It's all up for, like, your personal opinion. Do you like it? Do you not? Do you want one lover? Do you want two? Do you want them to be consistent? Do you want to be single? Like, that's a whole different conversation. Then you shouldn't be here for this tier list. I would say Cinnamon by himself is probably B tier because he's super chill, just kind of vibing. If you're a stoner, he's definitely a stoner. So if you're a stoner, you guys would get along. Applejack would probably be a C or D tier because he's like, you know, he's trying his best. He's not great, but he does indeed try his best. He's trying to be a better man. So them two together, might have to put them. The apple eats booty. I've been informed that the apple does indeed eat booty, so that definitely bumps him up a little bit. I've also been informed that if you're dating a cereal mascot, you have to be a stoner. So apparently this is almost exclusively for stoners only. If you're not a stoner, you may not find this list useful. However, you know, if you rule 34 a lot of stuff, maybe this is your thing. You little pervert. You little freak. You little nasty. So, if Apple eats butt, eats the booty like grocery, and Cinnamon just be chilling, together they be spit roasting, their sex game is pretty good if you ask me. You know, they probably tag off on days. They're there to make sure you finish and are satisfied. They're there to make sure that you're there for a good time and a long time. obviously, if I had to say, you know, Cinnamon's sex game is just overall better, but Apple he puts his heart in it. You know what I mean? Geezer, how you doing, man? This is we're ranking cereal mascots as lovers and romantic partners. So I think we might have to move them up to the B tier. They may be subject to go up to A tier, but for right now, they're gonna be B tier. Well, no. Them two working together, they've got to be. They're probably A tier. This is the best live for kids. Here, you all may not know about them. Actually, you know what? Last second ditch decision. They're B tier. Applejacks as a cereal, not my favorite. They don't. And we said at the beginning of the stream that their cereal taste is going to correlate to their sex game at least a little bit. And I don't feel like that sex game is super strong. Britches, I will reject it. I will reject it in a heartbeat. Don't waste your points. Don't waste your time now. I will give you your points back. Smack 'em. Smack 'em is a corn-based cereal, I believe. What was it called? Are they Pops? Was it Pops? Crap, it's completely slipped my mind. Smack 'em cereal. Honey Smacks. Okay, that's what they were. Yep. Honey Smacks. Actually, why is this guy all the way down here? He's supposed to be up here. Why are these guys getting out of order again? They keep getting out of order. All right. And I will wait outside your house so we can throw it. Listen, Smack 'em. I haven't put it anywhere yet. I'm gonna let go so I can drink my drink again. Smack 'em. Let's go over the facts. 1, his cereal, not that great. 2, it's a human frog. That is the thing of nightmares. 3, he looks like a child. 4, he looks like he could probably hold somewhat of a conversation, though. So I do have to give that to him. So, let's see. What that tongue do, though. Okay. Stacks, you've got a point. That is something we do have to think about. There's a few of these mascots where there is some big bonus points for, and I quote, what that tongue do. Smack 'em tongue game, probably pretty strong. However, I am still torn because I can't help but think that may be a child that is trying to tongue punch my fart box. So, all right, listen. All I'm saying is, yes, what that tongue do. However, this dude looks like a child. There's, like, from the fit to the face to the proportioning. If I had to give this mascot an age, no more than 14, and I am not here to get sent to the police. So he looks like he could probably hold the conversation, but I don't want to date a child, and I'm sure most people don't want to date a child. So but he looks like a good kid, and I would rather talk to him. Maybe nothing sexual, just like a good friendship, rather than these two hooligans. You know? All right. Now we have Golden Crisp Sugar Bear. Now, I'm gonna have to take some personal opinions out on this one, because here's the thing. This man looks like a goody-goody two-shoes. Not quite my speed. He looks like a fine, upstanding citizen. In fact, he looks like a real good friend of mine. If I'm being completely honest, if I had to put my friend as a mascot, it would be Sugar Bear. And I know he is basically a ladies' man. More like Sugar Daddy. All I'm saying, Sugar Bear would pull. Listen, Britches, I think you're focusing a little too much on what they are as a mascot. You got to ignore the fact that they're a bear or a ghost. You got to give them life of your own, my man. He is a ladies' man. I know for a fact, if Sugar Bear was real, he would pull. Okay, all right. He's a man's man. But here's the thing. Even if you're not into women, doesn't mean you won't be able to pull women. They will be drawn to you, and then he's going to be like, no. But your boyfriend, though, he's single? That's what he does. He goes to the bar, gets hit on by taken ladies, and then goes, that's cool. Goodbye, sweetheart. But just real quick, your boyfriend single? Is he wanting to experiment? Do you think I could buy him a beer? You think maybe I could roofie him? No, just kidding. Sugar Bear is way too upstanding of a citizen to be roofieing people. He is... Listen, we don't discriminate. You go for men, you go for women, it doesn't matter. But point blank, Sugar Bear is 100% S tier. This man will make you breakfast in bed. He will go down on you. He will make sure you are satisfied in every way, shape, and form. And he's got a good paying job. And he take care of them kids. And he don't drink or hit you. So, like, I see nothing but positives. I would like anybody in chat to give me one negative thing you could say about Sugar Bear other than the fact that he may not be a human. Also, as long as you're not discriminating, because ain't nothing wrong. I mean, this man pulling men, women, anything in between. He's just pull game, magnetism game is so strong, it is insane. Human has not been a deciding factor for me yet, because none of these are humans. The closest thing we have to a human is Count Chocula, who's a vampire, and he looked like he low-key, like, severely deformed. He looked like he got stretched all apart for the 100 years he was laying in that coffin. So Breezy, he might skip leg day. But Breezy, do you know who I'm talking about? Tell me that don't remind us of a good friend of ours. Tell me Sugar Bear don't remind us of somebody that we know who definitely could pull. And Sugar Bear definitely pulls. This man's S tier. We don't even have to. There's no more debating. He ain't moving from S tier. That dude has his crap together, okay? But we're going to skip this next mascot to go to the next one real quick, because you got to get the best of the best with what I can only consider is probably the worst of the worst. So we're actually going to move this guy down to here. Here we have the Honeycomb Mascot. I don't remember what his name was. All I remember is he was an abomination to God. So, this man had no torso. He basically just had a head with arm and legs, lots of fur, and severely, it's like anime eyes, but by a beginning artist. It's like, if I drew anime eyes, that's what this man has. Very poorly drawn eyes that are just abnormally large for your head. This thing, this thing probably does not have genitals. However, even if he did, let's be honest here. Even if he did, one, he would not hold a conversation. Two, he would just do the what's the move called? The jackhammer, that the tools do, where they just like go really fast and then they're like, done within 30 seconds and then they go to sleep. And then in the meantime, if he's not getting some or begging to get some, he's just running all around the house, causing mayhem, wrecking stuff, or out at the bar trying to cheat on you. This guy is 100% F tier. He is not a good romantic partner. He's not a good sexual partner. He is just this weird entity that exists. He's just here. He ain't doing much. The man probably can't even speak English. He looks like he didn't even pass first grade. So he looks like he failed first grade, got mad, ran away from home, lived in a cave for like 20 years, came out, and for whatever reason, on the off chance that somebody's like, I see potential in him. I can change him. I can fix him. No, honey, you cannot. That man is probably a murderer, probably wanted in several states, and he does not care about you or your physical, emotional, or sexual needs. He cares about him and on occasion busting a nut and raising mayhem. That's it. That's all he cares about. Leave him in the trash. Leave him in the cave where he belongs. There's a lot of things that aren't okay. All right, next, we have Cuckoo, the Cocoa Puff mascot. 2021 is consent is the key. Not just for 2021. Consent has always been the key. But listen, Britches, I ain't getting into this with you right now, okay? We have the Cocoa Puff mascot, which I think his name was Cuckoo. This guy is definitely not good. He is just the bird version of the Honeycomb guy. In fact, I think we can go ahead and just bypass this whole process. Everything I said about this dude, exact same for this guy. Only difference is he'll gaslight you. He'll make it think it's your fault that you're not happy in the relationship. That's what's going on there. You know why? Because he's got a drug problem. He will say and do anything for another hit of that little Coke, that funny little white ball, that little expediting drug, that go-go drug that'll just get you moving. Zoom. Get some zoomies, you know? That's all he really wants. That's all he cares about. You know what? Now I kind of feel bad. Maybe these guys are D tier. We'll put them up here. Because they're definitely, they may not be exciting, but they're definitely better than these gaslighting fools, right? So, subject to change, it's already happening. We got these guys up on D tier now. All right, next, we've got the mini wheats dude. All right, so, all right, we have to pretend he is human sized. Okay, but he looks like a child, much like Smackums. Listen, Frankenberry may be stupid, but some people like stupid. Mini Wheats is the one you marry, but he looks like a child. He is, I don't know about marry. He looks like the best friend that you've always needed, you know? So romantic relationship, I don't know. Maybe you want to lick that frosting all over his body. Maybe. All I'm telling you is this man would cherish you. He would love everything about you in a relationship. He would be your number one hype man. He would do his darndest to make sure you were satisfied in every shape and form. I don't know if he can actually get there, you know? At least you give him enough time, I'm sure he can get you there no matter what. 6, this is not about what genitalia you may or may not have. You don't know. Maybe underneath all those frosting and layers, homeboy could be packing. He could, maybe he got big wheat underneath all that mini wheat, you know? He got a mouth. He does. And look at him. He is eager to satisfy. He is so ready. He's so excited to try to just appease you in every way, shape, and form. This man is, oh crap, is at the very least B tier. Let's see. He's super kind dude. He's always gonna hype you up. He's always in your corner. He's your best friend. Definitely gonna make sure you're sexually, romantically, emotionally, physically satisfied at all times. This man will drop whatever he's doing and just help you at the drop of a hat. You know what? Mini Wheat S tier. That man puts his heart and soul into making sure you are happy. I think he might be S tier. I'm going for S tier. Now, again, They're all subject to change. Now, Cookie Crisp, unfortunately, I could not find a image where it was just the wolf. And I didn't want to go through and crop out half of a wolf. So we got the whole logo here. I don't know if anybody knows or remembers Cookie Crisp, but I will say this. This is not where he's going. I'm just dropping him. I will say this. Cookie Crisp, he's kind of cuckoo like these guys, but not quite as bad. He's definitely going to bring some spice to the relationship. If you're a boring person and you're like, man, I just want to go on adventures. I just want to live life. I need somebody who's going to push my boundaries, push me to try new things. Cookie Crisp is your man. Not to mention, you know he's into some freaky stuff. This dude will push your boundaries in and outside the bedroom. He's all about, listen, I'm here for you. He may not always listen to you. You know, he may sometimes think no is more like a no, don't, instead of like a no, don't. You know what I mean? Like there's a distinct difference. He may get a little confused. You may have to yell at him a couple times. He used to be a burglar. But that just means he's got more experience. Maybe he'll be better at stealing your heart, you know? Seduction, seduce. That heart is now mine. He may also drug you and steal your kidneys. Maybe he's got some debt he needs to pay off. I don't know. But he may not be the healthiest relationship, but he would bring some excitement to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he may not be the best lover, but he's also probably not the worst. Let's see here. What else? What else we got? Is also any furry out there would just be like, huh. Ooh, who is you? What you doing? Where you get that suit from? He'd be like, nah, this is me. This is who I am as a person. I go, ooh, I like it. You gonna wear it in the bedroom? Of course he is. That's his skin. So, for right now, we're gonna drop Cookie Crisp down here at C tier because he may not be the best, but I definitely don't think he's the worst. He's like just a little bit of crazy, little bit of kooky, and not the best, but just definitely not the worst. Furries are also banging the honeycombs thing. I mean, maybe, but here's the thing. The difference between the honeycomb thing and Cookie Crisp, whatever his real name is, I forgot, is the fact that he's gonna at least try a little bit. You know, he's not in there. He's not in a sprint. He's at least trying for the marathon. Will he succeed in the marathon? I don't know. This man is sprinting like there's no tomorrow. He's starting to run before the gun even shoots. You may be thinking like it's basically done before it even starts. By the time you realize what's happening, he's already done putting his pants back on and trying to leave. You know, he has no shame in his game. Actually, scratch that. He's not putting his pants on and trying to leave. He's just trying to leave. This man does not wear pants. He's just on to the next one to see where else he could stick it. So this man's sticking down at F tier where he belongs. Yeah, only crackheads are dating the honeycomb thing. Only crackheads and mentally impaired, where they're, you know, like just they're hallucinating thinking he's completely something else. So Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam is a family man. You know where Toucan Sam comes in? This is stepdad material right here. He's the dude who's going to step in and go, you know what? Listen, you got kids already? That don't bother me, baby. I'm here for you and for them. I'll treat them like my own kids. I will love them and support them like my own kids. So much to the fact that if their real dad's a deadbeat, I'd be more than happy to be their dad. That man, his sex game may not be A1. But his relationship game is definitely A1. This man, he may not be the most exciting dude, but you know, Sunday mornings, he's waking up early. He making you and the kids pancakes.
He making them like little hearts and Mickey Mouse shapes. He's over here playing catch with the son on a Thursday afternoon after school, talking about his troubles. He's there going to every basketball game, every baseball game, soccer game. He's there. He sees, you know what, girl? You look like you need some new cleats. Did your mom ask me? No. Because I pay attention, I care about you. Let's go get you some new shoes. Oh, what's that? You jealous? Because all the other kids got all this nice gear? You know what, little Jimmy? Let's go to Sporting Goods. Let's go get you a new bat and mitt. You know why? Because you're a superstar. You're A1 in my heart. Don't you forget about Toucan Sam when you get older. That's all I'm saying. Who took care of you? It was Toucan Sam. Does he always sex up your mom the right way? Maybe not. But the mom is madly in love with Toucan Sam because of the way he treats her kids. That's all I'm saying. Easy A. I think we can all agree this is an easy A. Toucan Sam. That is respect. Got to give respect to Sam. He's stepping in. He's stepping in where a lot of men could not and would not. You know, he's just like, that's fine. Stepdad is just dad with extra steps. All right. Now, yeah, Toucan Sam definitely will not cheat on you. His primary only focus is your kids and your family. Now we got Tony the Tiger. Not only could this man pull, but he's also got a great attitude. He's got great attitude. He'll be your coach. He's always there for you. Inspiring. Sex game is gotta be A1 with just the overall aura that this man gives up, you know? I think Tony the Tiger kind of speaks volumes for himself. Look at this man. Look at him. This man definitely S tier. He's like the most S tier. I wish there was an S plus tier. We're gonna probably make an S plus tier, and that's where Tony gonna go. He is more than good. He's great. You know, the wifey goes to brunch with her girlfriends. What's your sex life like? And you know, Sally over here is like, my sex life's pretty good. And then Tina, the wife of Tony, because you know you got to keep it similar for whatever reason, she says, "Oh, it's not just good. It's great. It's so good. It's phenomenal." And it's like, all right, Tina, we get it. You get some good sex. You get Tony be laying it down the pipe for you. I understand. Laying the line. He doing all the work up in there. Oh, there we go. S tier. Tony, easy S tier. All right, next. We got Fred and Barney from Flintstones. From Fruity Pebbles. Now, here's the thing. Much like Applejack and Cinnamon, they're a package deal. Yeah, you're going to get spit roasted. Okay? Package deal. Man, talk about that good D. Meanwhile, I can't swear in chat. Listen. They're a package deal. Barney, if it was just Barney, that dude would be an easy A. Maybe even an A. No, he's got some Toucan Sam energy. He'd be an easy A. If it was just Fred, he'd probably be a B or a C. This guy only cares about bowling and no. Barney was a solid dude. Barney loved his wife. They had a good marriage. In fact, you know, aside from the potential of Fred cheating on having Barney's wife cheating on Barney with Fred, that would have been the only hiccup. Fred was not the best guy. Barney was a great lad though. Barney was a B on a good day. Meanwhile, Fred was terrible. Fred was indeed terrible. Fred is easy D. Barney's potential B. So I'm going to go ahead and say they're probably C tier. They're not quite as good. They're a little too buddy. You know, you may think you're going into a 3-way with them, but in reality, you're going into like a cuckold situation where you're sitting in the corner. Well, they're just going at it on each other. You know, they accidentally left you out. They accidentally forgot about you. So you're really just there. They really just want an audience. Let's be honest. They just want an audience. Next, we got the Sun from Raisin Bran. Now, this man is going to give you 2 scoops. Is that 2 scoops of loving? Is it 2 scoops of abuse? Nah, look at that face. He definitely don't be abusing nobody. He's a good dude. He's going to give you 2 scoops of loving. Now, he's also kind of got a creepy face on him, though. That smile is like, reminds me of like Scream. That man brings the vitamin C and D. He making sure you full of nutrients. So, Raisin Bran, definitely not S tier. You know, he looks like the kind of guy he'll prepare your meals because he cares about your health. But at the same time, like, you kind of have to listen to him. He thinks he knows best, and he won't agree that he might not, you know? Oh, my neck. Oh, what the heck's happening? So, I don't think he's A tier. I don't have much to say about Raisin Bran other than just the general vibe I get from this man. I think he's just a B tier. He's not a bad dude, but he's not an excellent dude. He's pretty good. You literally can't starve. That's true, but on the flip side, like, can he take care of your needs? You know, is he emotionally there? He's physically there, sure. Is he sexually there? I don't know. Is he emotionally there? I don't think so. So we're just gonna have to leave him in the B tier. All right, next we've got what was his name from Honey Nut Cheerios? We got the B from Honey Nut Cheerios. You know, I heard S, no questions. Really, I don't know about S tier. He's definitely A tier. I'm not sure if he's up to S tier though. You know, he's got a good attitude. He just gives me the same vibe as Toucan Sam over here. He looks like he wouldn't be a great stepdad. He looks like he would just be a great dad. You know, like, if he shot some honey in you, he is not bouncing. If he gave you that good honey nut, he's not leaving. He's there to stay. You know? I think he might actually be S tier. Now that I say it out loud, he gonna give you that good honey nut, and he gonna stay around for the kiddos. You just gotta make sure he's not a creep. He needs to be only giving that wifey that good honey nut, you know? He'll be there to listen. I don't know how good the sex game is. I mean, if he's giving you the honey nut, it's gotta be pretty good, right? The cereal tastes pretty good, which contributes to the sex game. So I think I might just talk myself into giving him S tier. Homeboy over here might be S tier. He's S tier. All right. Now here's this one. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch Man. He may not, let's just start with this. Are you ready for this? He may not be the best conversationalist. And he may not be the best at listening. But I can guarantee you this man's sex game is S tier. With how good Cinnamon Toast Crunch is and what that tongue can do, S tier sex game. However, this is about relationships as a whole. It's not just how good you can use that tongue or lay that pipe. It's about the whole package. So he's not an S tier lover. S tier sex game, but not S tier lover. But he can obliterate it, but he don't talk. That tongue game is so strong. All I'm saying is, if you like a sex fiend or a sex addict, you could be satisfied with this man alone. If you're there for something deeper, something emotional, he's not your guy. But if you're there to get that fix on command as often as you want, he is that guy. He will do anything and everything. He don't care. You want it in his mouth? He'll put it in his mouth. He will tongue punch your fart box 24 hours straight, if that's what you really want. D tier because he's given the good D. I like the reference, but he is better than Boo Berry, Chocula, and Smack 'em. He's at least on C tier. I'm gonna put him at C tier. He's like D tier relationship, but S tier sex game. So he's like B or C in my book. So that tongue right there, that's what does it. That's everything. That's his whole relationship. His whole contribution is that tongue. All right. And now we got Lucky from Lucky Charms. This man's got magic. I've heard he's magically delicious. So, you know, people that like to do sexual favors for each other might like him because he's magically delicious. Who knows? Lucky Charms, definitely not S tier. This man looks like he will nut and bolt. You know? He'll finish and peel out, you know what I'm saying? Hit the gas and leave. That's true. He is not waiting around for the kid. So he's definitely not S tier, definitely not A tier. We might have to put him down for C tier. No, I mean, the fact that he will not raise his kids, he would leave those kids in a heartbeat. He don't trust no kids. He got like PTSD when it comes to kids. He's saying F them kids. Those kids can fend for themselves. They're fine. There should be at least half leprechaun. If they can't fend for themselves, they don't deserve to be here. They're not going to learn how to keep those Lucky Charms to themselves if they can't handle themselves. F them kids. That's what he's saying. So maybe Lucky over here down here at the D tier. He looks like his sex game don't even look that strong. But at least he'll talk to you. At least he'll convince you that he'll at least pretend that he cares until, you know, he claps them cheeks, you know. But all it takes is a, honey, I think I'm pregnant. And then he goes, whoop, does a little magic spell, and he's out of there. He gone. You don't even see him run. He's just using one of those marshmallows and just speeding right on out of there. Will make you feel like you're on a rainbow. But he ain't got, well, hold up. I think we actually need to flip these around. His sex game's good, but that's all he's good for. This guy will talk to you. Sex game probably not that great. Or maybe they're both C tier. It's up to deliberation. All right, we're running out of time, so we gotta hurry. We got 3 left. We're gonna change these around a little bit. All right, 3 Musketeers. Gosh darn it, the 3 Rice Krispie Boys. Can't have a deadbeat dad in C tier. That's true. All right, 3 Rice Krispie Boys. It's a package deal. So, if you're down for some bukkake, this is where you need to go. These 3, they will run a train. But here's the thing. The 3 of them together, I feel like they cover all the bases. They know how to treat you right. You got one that's definitely going to listen. Homeboy on the left will definitely listen to all your feelings. Homeboy on the right will definitely like play with the kids and hang out with the kids, not in a creepy way, in like a dad role. This middle dude definitely laying the pipe better than the rest of them, but he's kind of like the whole package deal. He's like the leader of the trio. What do you mean they don't have a job? They make Rice Krispie treats and Rice Krispie cereal. That's their job. They're good for movies, apparently. That's the intel I'm getting. I think they might be B tier. I could see A tier because, you know, the three of them together could raise the kids. They're super into nature, so you better be ready for some weird stuff. All right. Are they A or B tier? I'm gonna leave this one up to chat. I need some type of a poll. A tier, B tier, because they're better than C tier. As a package deal, they could take care of the family. They could take care of the sexual needs, relationship. They're emotionally there between the three of them. A solid B. I could see B. I don't think they're on Toucan Sam's level, you know, because having three dads around probably doesn't leave the best impression on the kids. Like, maybe I need three boyfriends, 3 husbandos. You know, all it takes is one episode where you walk in on one night of bukkake and your whole life has changed forever. And these crazy MFers will do it to you. They'll do it. They will scar you. All right. Now we got Trix. Trix the rabbit. Trix the rabbit. He's a little cuckoo like Cookie Crisp. You know? You know his sex game is weak. He's got some weak sex game. But the cereal's pretty good, so I guess it can't be that bad. You know? Like, it's short but sweet. His sex game's like a cereal. Doesn't last long, but it's delicious. But you're never fully satisfied after having it, you know? So, sex game is D or C tier. Stu's gonna steal your kid's lunch money before he leaves in the morning. He's gonna go, don't mind me, I'm gonna take that $20. I'll see you never. Goodbye. You're right. This Trix the rabbit is probably D tier. He's not looking too good over here. Yeah, we're going to put him down to D tier. He's just not there. All right. Last one. Last but certainly not least, we have Captain Crunch. Do we know where the captain wants to go? He's minimum B tier. I've got somebody saying S over here. Don't worry. Cody, Britches, Tony is going to be S plus tier. Oh, John, Tony's going to be S plus tier. I could see him not being S tier. I could see him being A tier. Actually, I could see Mini Wheat being A tier. I feel like Mini Wheat belongs in A tier. Captain is either S or A. Not too sure. I think I could actually see him being A tier too. Captain Crunch. Delicious cereal, but he will wreck that mouth. He will just ravage your mouth. Captain is never home, but he provides. He provides for the family. You know, he's there. He's trying to think. I'm trying to think of more about Captain. He is a military man. He's probably gone about 9 months out of the year. I could see him being A. I could see him being an A tier. He will wreck that mouth. A1 sex game, but he's just not around enough. He's too busy hanging out with a bunch of dudes on a boat. Acting kind of sus. All right. So, we have now gone through all of our cereal mascots. So the question is, he will also wreck every other hole. I'll stop you when you're wrong. That man will ravage every part of your body. You will be feeling very satisfied, but also kind of ruined at the same time. Like you need a break before another round, you know? Maybe wait a day. Maybe wait till tomorrow when I've healed up a little bit. That man will just... He may not have a very strong mouth game, but he will still wreck you in every way, shape, and form. You know? He will dock his ship right in there. All right. So let's go over it. S tier. We're not going to make an S plus tier. We've downgraded some of these guys down to A tier because I think that's probably where they belong. Got the big old crunch berries, you know what I'm saying? Giving that sweet berry.